Welcome to the 2019 Wildwood 36 BHDS. Right in the back here, we're going to start. We got these two little inlets. The left one on here is the cable inlet. The right one's your satellite inlet. So coax cable is just going to plug into that guy there. Fire up at your TV location. Over on the side here, you got the end of your bumper. Just going to pull that cap off, reach in a little bit. We got your sewer hose in here. So once this guy's fully extended, it is about 20 feet long. Just keeping it in the bumper back here, just to help keep any sort of stench out of the trailer, keep things that little bit cleaner. All right. Pressing that cap back on, and actually, sorry, just take note of these two ears on our adapter here. That's how it will be attaching to our sewer system. All right, now that cap can go back in place. So you can see in this corner, as well as in each corner of the trailer, you've got these stabilizer jacks here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to run them down to the ground, let them contact, firm them up with another turn or so, and what that'll do is it'll just get rid of any sort of bounce or sway in the unit. So you can see right now it does have that movement to it. These guys will get rid of that. Additionally, you've got these strong arms in the front of them here. So you just get that T-latch, just loosen that off whenever you're running your stabilizers, whether it be up or down, just that they can telescope in and out. Once you have them set, you're just gonna tighten that down, lock it into place, and that'll just prevent any sort of forward and back movement. Down a little ways here, you've got your city water connection. So you're just gonna take your water hose, plug it into there, turn on the water, and that'll just pressurize the water lines throughout the unit. Straight down from there, you've got these two little water lines here. So the one on the left here is blue, the one on the right there is red. So that's cold and hot water, of course. So you're just gonna loosen that cap off. Once that cap's off, it'll allow that water line to just drain itself out. Purpose of that being is if you're looking to store the unit or winterizing the unit, you just wanna make sure that you're draining them out completely. In front of that, we've got your sewer connection. So you just got this cap here, just kind of press in, and you can turn it off. Pull it out, you can see it's got the exact same ears that your hose in the back had, so that'll be attaching the same way. Just press it on, turn it, locks into place, and there you go. On the left, you got a gray valve. On the right, you got a black, so that black valve is controlling your black tank, which is filled from your toilet. So typically gonna be your dirtiest water. Empty that out, allow that to drain out completely first. Once that's done, we'll come over to the gray and we'll open that up and allow that to drain out. The reason we're doing the gray last is because it's filled from your sinks as well as your shower. So typically gonna be cleaner water. We'll do that last to help keep that hose as clean as possible. Up from there, we've got your power cord, so you just get that one little port there, it'll open up, and you'll be pulling your power cord right out of there. Most campsites will have that end, 30 amp end, you're just gonna plug straight on in, you're good to go. We do also provide you with a 15 amp adapter so that you can go down to a 15 amp standard outlet and plug in at home to charge your batteries or run your fridge. Moving up towards the front, you can see you just got your other stabilizer jack here. So its strong arm just goes front and center of the unit, so you just gotta kind of reach underneath there a bit more. So over in the back corner here, you can see that little box. Currently got that pointing up towards that on. That's your battery disconnect switch. If you're to turn it over to the left there, turn it off. That's your battery disconnected from the unit. You can pull it all the way over to the left to pull it out, and that's it, completely disconnected, all right? Once you're ready to hook back up, you're just gonna turn it back into on there. You can feel that little click, and that's that. Battery itself is housed in this box right here, so as long as you're plugged in through that short cord in the back, or your 7-pin into your tow vehicle, that battery is charging for you. Underneath this lid here, you just got these two knobs, loosen them off, push them back. You can open it up and get access to your two valves for your propane tanks here. For the video, I'm just gonna pull it off. And so you can see in the back here, you do have that auto changeover right there. You can see it's currently green, just letting you know that propane is in the system and we're good to go. There is this little indicator here just to tell you which tank that you're drawing off of. So we'll open it up and draw off of this tank. And if it were to go red while you've got this tank open, it's just letting you know that that tank is now empty. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna flip it over the other side, run off of this tank while you get the other one filled. Couple of presses in place, and that's that. So in front you got the power tongue jack here. On the left you get that power button, turn on that light. On the right you got your up and down. Right? In the back here, if you just twist that knob off, look in a little bit, you've actually got a little manual override in there. So if you're ever to lose battery power, you can just stick your override in there and you can still run it up and down so that you can tow the vehicle out. On this side of the unit here, we just got this little solar panel plug-in. Just pop that open, feed your solar panel plug into there, turn it on, that'll charge your batteries. Storage compartments here. So you can see in here we do have a water hose for you, as well as that park adapter I was telling you about. So your short cord will be into this end, 15 amp into your standard outlet. Then up on the wall, so you can see on the top there, you just have that little jack for running all of your stabilizers. Below that is just a little handle for running all of the T's on your strong arms. And this one down in the bottom is the manual override for your tongue jack up front. Making our way back, you can see we got the patio entrance here. So that is locked from inside. I don't have a key for it, you will, so we can't get in this way right now, but we can get in through the back. Right here, you've got your hot water tank. So you just got this keyway there, just line that up and you can pop it on open. Before you ever turn it on, whether it be with your electrical switch, it's right down in the bottom here, or with propane, which is inside the unit, you just want to hit this relief valve here, make sure that shot of water comes out. That bit of water coming out is just letting you know that that hot water tank is full and it's safe to fire it up, and you're not going to burn out any elements by doing so. And once we get inside and do fire it up with propane, I will go over a reset procedure, and the button that I'll refer to is just right here. And like I said, turning it on with electricity, you just got that switch down in the bottom there. Beside that, we've got your fresh water tank fill, so just got this cap here, just turn that off, pops out of there. Take your water hose, stick it into there, turn on the water, and that'll fill up your fresh water tank. The drain for that tank is just right down here, so you get this one long hose there, you just have that valve at the end, just close that off, and there you go. Right here, you've got your exhaust for your furnace, so you just want to make sure nothing's drooped over that. It does get hot. Got your two outside speakers here. Straight up from there, we've just got this little vent here, so you just got that flap that you can open up. That is for your stove inside, so of course propane stove, you are putting off fumes with it whenever you're using it, so you just want to make sure that this fan is open, allowing your fan inside to evacuate said fumes. Right? Once you're done with it and ready to go traveling, you just kind of press it back into place and it clicks in to lock into there. Right? Back here, you've got a GFI protected outlet, so if you want coffee or toast outside, you got the power to do so. And then right to the very back of the unit, we've just got the spare tire and the observation camera mount. Yep. So the two sets of stairs are the same way. You're just going to grab this handle here, pull it out, flip that step over, and we can make our way on inside. Okay. When you first get in here right inside the entrance, we've got your converter here, so just press it top and center, pops on open. Get all of your breakers down the center here. If a breaker were to ever break, it'll sit in the middle, so just turn it off and then back on. And on the right side, we've got all of your fuses. If a fuse were to ever pop, you'll get a little red LED beside it, letting you know exactly which one went. Straight up onto the wall from there, we just got the light switch here, so that does these two lights right by your entrance, and then we got the slide out switch right above it. Just press and hold out, and that slide will make its way out. Once that slide is fully extended, you'll just hear some clicks from the motors, letting you know they've reached their stall. And there you go, those are the clicks you're looking for. Up on the wall here, you've also got a USB outlet for charging your phones, whatever. Cable and satellite outlet, power outlet, so if you want a TV in here, you got the backer right there. Below that's a little bit of storage here. And the closet space beside it. Blinds throughout the unit are just these slow rises, so they sit where you leave them, just pop them, and they go back up. Just pull that tab and you can slide the windows open. If we pick up the foot of the bed, you do get access to a little bit of storage down here, as well as all the cubbies. Above the head of the bed, right in the side, just got that one light there, just on its own center push button. Power outlet, as well as USB charging on either side. Making our way up into the bathroom now. Light switch is just up on the wall over here. Up on the wall beside it, we've got your GFI protected outlet. So test on the bottom, reset on top. Medicine cabinets here, so you just have this little travel latch on the side, just that little bungee there. Just pull it up, there you go. Just sits into that lip right there, just to hold it shut. Storage here. And of course your toilet, so just flips up, flusher on the right side there. Hot and cold water at your sink, of course, a little bit of storage below it. Just being mindful when using the storage compartment, your drains and your water lines are right there. Straight up above my head, we've got your roof vent, so just turn that knob to open it up, and then you get that switch in the corner there to turn on the fan. Inside of your shower, you just get the standard head and hose, hot and cold water, of course. And then for the door, you just kind of slide that over, and it is a magnetic latch, so it just holds there for you. Once you're done, just kind of push it in, and it slides out. A little bit more storage up on the wall here. And now into the living room. Alright, so when you first get in here, as you can see, you're pretty well blocked off right here. If you just reach around the corner, you can get to your slide out switch, so I'm just going to bump that out, and then we can sneak around and show you what it looks like over there. Alright, so that should be enough room for us. Squeeze on through. And so up on the wall here, so center on the right there, we've got that light switch. Does your two entrance lights here. The light switch on the left does your awning light outside. So we'll just open this up real quick. For your assist handle, just up 90 degrees out, locks into place. And then we just got your stairs here. Same thing as in the back. Handle and step. So you can just see that light strip underneath your awning here. For your awning, just on the switch on the right there, press and hold out, and that awning will make its way out. So once that awning's fully extended, you'll just see the little white flap at the end come down, and then you'll be able to see the gray of the tube. And once you see that, you're going to want to stop. Alright, so that's it right there, and then the gray of the tube. That flap should fall. There we go. Alright, and so once you see that, you're going to want to stop. If you were to continue extending, it will actually wind itself up backwards, in which case our fabric will be underneath the tube, allowing it to then hold water, accelerating the growth of mold and mildew. So once you get out to about here, you're going to want to stop. If it were to start raining, it's going to be holding water anyways, so what you can do is just grab either arm, front or rear, pull it down and in towards the trailer, lock this knob down, and you can see that changes the pitch of the awning out at the head, allowing water to then run off. Now if you like that angle better, just because it does give you more shade, you can do the same thing at the back and hold them both down. It'll just get you a bit more angle and a bit more shade. Before you bring it back in though, you just don't want to loosen these knobs off, make sure they are fully extended, and then we can bring it back in. Another thing to keep in mind is it is just a great big windsock, so if you do get up to about 15-20 kilometers an hour wind, you're going to want to bring the awning back in anyways, again, just so that we're not running the risk of bending our arms. Alright, and that's that. So your slide out's on the left there, press and hold the bottom of that, and that's your slide making its way out. Same thing as in the back, you'll hear some clicks from the motors once they've reached their stall. And there you go. Alright, so straight up from your slide out switch, we've got your two red switches here. So the one on the right's your water heater. Turn that switch on, that little red light up here will come on, letting you know the ignition sequence will start. It'll try lighting up 3 times. If after that third try it hasn't fired up, that light's going to come on, it's going to stay on. At that point, you'll be going out using that reset button that we'd shown you. So stood right here, you can hear those couple of clicks of the igniter going. You can hear the whir of the flame. We know the hot water tank's good. So turn that off. Beside that, we've got your water pump. So turn that on, turns on your water pump, drawing out of your fresh water tank to pressurize your lines. Straight up from there, we've got your monitor system. So on the left, we've got battery. So you can see down on the bottom here, you're currently C for charging. G would be good, F is fair, and L is low. For your fresh tank, as you fill that up, it'll go to 1/3, 2/3, and full. Same idea for your black and your gray. All right, this light switch on the side here does a little accent light above your slide. The rest of the lights in the living room here just on their own center push buttons there, as well as your ones in the slide. Right. So we got your entertainment area here. You have a TV backer right there. You can run all your wires through this guy here to meet all of your connections here. So you do have your power outlet up on the wall there, right behind that. So the connection on the right there, that's going to be the outlet for your cable and satellite, and the one right in the center by that green light is your antenna outlet. So that button beside it, if you have that turned on with that green light on, that's your booster turned on. You're going to get your clearest reception. With that turned off, it's your antenna turned off. It's just not really going to do much for you. For your stereo, power button, turn it on. And just hit mode to cycle through all of your modes. So we'll go to radio here. Alright, so you got all of your volume on the side, up, down, and mute. Zone 1 is the sound bar itself. Zone 2 is your outside set of speakers. Right. Hit mode again, you can cycle through all of your modes. So you got auxiliary on the side there, TV, which will be hooked up through the back, or HDMI. DVD, again, hooked up through the back. Bluetooth, connect to your phone. USB is just charging. Alright. So below that, press and hold that power button there, or just press it, turn it off. There we go. Down here we've got your fireplace, the power button on the right there, turn it on. In center right, we've got the timer, so you get 30 minutes up to 5 hours. Right. And then center left, we've got your flame color. Right. And then on the far left, you've got your temp, so high, off, low, high, and back off. Right? For your front bunk room, lights, again, just center push buttons. You do also have them down here on the walls. Right. For the emergency exit, you're just going to pull that red tab to get rid of the screen, take this handle here, throw it outside, and hop on out. And then behind me, the closet space here. And that's about it, pretty straightforward up here. Same emergency exit on this side. You also have the USB charger on the wall there. So inside of your slide out, you have the couch here, so you can just grab the back cushions, throw them off to the side, grab the bottom, hook it up, bring the legs out, fold it out, take that back piece and fold it down, and there's your bed. Take the back and fold it back up, pick up the foot and fold the legs back in, fold it in half, and she falls right into place. Take the cushions back in, and there you go. Same idea here, sort of. You're just going to take your table, kind of wiggle it up, pull it out of there. Take your legs, put them down, and then on either side you've got a little bit of space that this table will sit up on underneath your cushions. Alright, and then the back cushions will come into the center. And there's another bed. So inside your kitchen, you have the storage at the top here. That switch in the back, so because it's only a 30 amp trailer, you do have to choose between your fireplace or your microwave. So you can see that switches up towards fireplace right now. That's how we're able to run the fireplace. If we wanted the microwave, we'd bring it down, and that'll send power to the microwave rather than the fireplace. This pouch right here has all of your owner's manuals, all of your remotes, all of your keys, anything like that for the unit is right in here. Right above the counter, you do have a little light in here. Hot and cold water, of course, sink with the shower head feature. The dual basin with the folding cover. A little bit of storage below, so just be mindful. You do have the drains right there. A little bit more storage here. All the drawers. The microwave, pretty standard, just like home. Range vent below, so this is that fan that you'll want turned on whenever you're using your stove to evacuate your fumes out that flap outside. You also get a light here as well. For the stove, it's just got the bifold cover, so just lift it up and fold it back. Turn over to light, hit it with a sparker, and she fires right up. Now the first time you use the trailer, especially if you've left it by itself for a little while, it might take a minute to fire these guys up just because you got to clear all the air out of the lines. That's perfectly normal. So this button on the side there turns on all of your knob lights as well as your stove lights. And for your stove, we're just going to take this knob and turn it over to that little flame, hit the sparker, and then you can see in the back there you get that little pilot light going. Once you get it going, you just want to hold the knob in for another few seconds, then you can release and it'll hold itself. Then you're just going to turn it up to your desired temperature and she fires right up. Once we're done, turn it back down to pilot and it'll hold just the pilot light for you. But if you're leaving or going traveling, you just want to make sure that's right off. Return air for your furnace, you just don't want to be blocking that. And then your fridge here, so it is a household style fridge, 120 volt only. You do need to be plugged in for it to be working. This travel latch, you're just going to unthread it, loosen it off, and you can pull it out. And then the freezer up top here, temp control right in the back. And then the fridge below that, you got your temp control also in the back here. Take the travel lock and thread it back into place. So behind me here, you got your pantry space, a little bit of storage in there. And then up on the wall here, we've got your thermostat. So you're just gonna be pressing that bottom bar, wake it up, start from off, it'll come into fan. So fan low is just gonna run the fan on low. There's just moving air, there's no cooling involved in that. Same idea for your high, so that's just the fan on high and no cooling again. After that, fan will come into cool on high. And so cool high is going to leave the fan on high all the time. It's going to cycle the cooling in and out as needed. Same idea with low. That low fan is going to be on all the time. Cooling will go in and out as needed. After that, it'll come into auto. So at this point with auto, it'll actually cut the fan and the compressor in and out as needed, so that it's actually just kind of more on demand. Again, same idea for high. Temp control is just the arrows there. And with the air conditioner going, you basically get two different options. You can have these two louvers here closed, in which case we're using all of our roof ducting to move our air, or you can open them up and it just dumps all of its air into the living room here. So when you first get out to your campsite, you're going to open these up, cool off this area as quickly as you can, then you can close them off and move the air throughout. So after cool, we're just going to hit that bar again. It'll come into heat, again just selecting our temperature with the arrows. It'll turn off the turn off the air conditioner and turn on the furnace. Now the first couple of times you use this furnace, you might get a little bit of a smell throughout the trailer. It's just the new furnace smell. So right above your heads here, we've just got your fire alarm. There we go. And then another alarm will be right down here. Is your LP detector. So propane's heavier than air, it'll sit on the floor. This guy will detect it and start going off just like your smoke alarm would. And then the fire extinguisher there is the standard. Pull the pin, point, and shoot. Okay. The furnace will be moving its air through all of our flow registers. And that's about it. So after furnace, we just hit that bar again, we'll come back into off, and then it just cycles back around. Okay. I do believe that's about it for this unit. If you've got any other questions on it, please feel free to give us a call, 204-237-7272.